when you're swiping on Hinge,
So old.
again, you don't feel like they're all a certain type. You're not going through a certain type of man because the ones with arms all are.
It's more than I'm not just looking for arms.
Okay.
Like your responses, like there's questions that you're allowed to pick and answer on your Hinge profile.
See, we know none of this. That's why we're like,
Yeah.
oh, arms. That's all she cares about. No,
Yeah.
we don't know what. We don't even know what the app is. Like,
For every picture of the person, there's like a question or response that they have to answer underneath.
Okay.
So it could be like, like what is. It could be as simple as what is your favorite TV show or like what's your best travel story.
Okay.
But
So I was telling them earlier how I made a profile for my girlfriend. And I was texting you like a crazy person, and you probably thought I was. First of all,
I could talk about this stuff all day.
I love being friends with Jules because she makes me feel like young. Like I feel it's fun talking to her. Like she invigorates me. But I'm texting her and I'm trying to sound so cool. But I was asking like, give me some advice. Like who should I be swiping on? Like what do you look for in a profile? Like you gave me a top like few things. Do you remember what they were?
Yes. So the first one is in like any about me that's on an app, whether it's Hinge or not, guys who say like really like want someone who's loyal and has no drama. I personally think that means that they're
love drama.
deflecting and they probably do stuff that make people have like drama around them or get pissed off at them.
you're saying because he probably is causing the drama. That's why he's getting drama. So that's
Yeah.
why.
Yes.
Okay, it's a cause and effect.
Yeah.
But is that
Okay.
also like negativity? Because I feel like
No, it's called pessimistic, and that's how you survive in this world. Because optimistics go nowhere in this world. They're too happy. They're
don't try to hit me with big words right now, Tracy. I'm trying to learn.
I'm
single
sorry,
dating.
optimistic is a big word for you.
Oh, you're new to this podcast. That's right. She thought that the umbilical cord of a baby was there so it didn't fall out.
Well, doesn't that make more sense than what it does?
No, it's to feed the baby.
Well,
Jessica.
that's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
What do you mean that's
Send help.
ridiculous? How else are they eating? Chewing away at the placenta?
This is how I picture Tracy eats, and it goes into her belly, and they eat her food. Like
They eat my regurgitated
Oh,
mosh
Jess,
food.
you're worse than me with this.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
that's
this
not
is
good.
okay. So you
I
tell
listened to last week's episode. I was like, oh, that's really cute.
We were all like, oh, Jess is so cute.
all right, so number one, no drama. If they're writing no drama, they're probably the cause of it.
Okay, good. What's
Number two.
Number 2 is only pictures of themselves, whether it's selfies or them like standing somewhere.
Like a gym mirror shot.
Yeah,
Bingo.
well, that's like that goes into another pillar. I feel because the
douche
pictures
lord.
of just yourself, it's like where are your friends? I want to make sure you have friends. Getting an idea of like what is that dynamic like just from seeing the picture. Are you out at bars? Are you guys just like on a picnic, like reading a book on the side with a wine
And
bottle?
I would think if you posted pictures of your friends that you're not cute enough, so you're hoping that I like one of your friends, hoping that I think that's you in the picture. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. I mean, then it goes the opposite. Some put pictures with so many people that you're like, who the fuck
Yeah,
are you?
yeah. Which
one
one
are
are
you?
you? But at least you have friends.
But I get that because if I'm looking to actually date, I want to see that you're normal and that you have like a cool group of friends that I want to be friends with. So I don't just want to see gym selfies or ab selfies or like you in the car. Those freak me out too.
Yeah, the gym selfies are so weird, and that also means that like they have an expectation of the
Yeah,
people that they date
okay.
to keep.
They
maintain
want
a
their
certain
girl to have
body.
gym selfies.
Yeah, or that's all they talk about, like their chicken protein and
Oh
you know
God, I can't.
All right. And the third thing you talked about, I think, was travel.
travel.
I saw this so much.
Wait,
Tracy,
what is
this
it?
is going to blow your mind.
Okay,
I saw
hold
this
on.
so much when I was swiping for my friend. I think guys think that if they travel that they're like
These like
cultured or
worldly,
something.
cultured, mature men. Like they'll be
But
like,
really, their mom's paying for their flight.
Right.
yeah, or they're in debt trying to like take a picture with an elephant in Thailand.
Like if every one of your pictures, you're in another country or like, yeah, like looking at the ocean, like it was just or
Maybe because
climbing
you
a
have
mountain.
no job.
And just their answers
you go.
too. They'll be like craziest story. It's like that time that I traveled to the Patagonia mountains and my
First
and
of
I
all,
almost
no
walked the
guy I
cliff.
have ever hooked up with has started a story with that. My guys are more like, bro, did you see that fucking girl last week? Blah, blah, blah.
No,
And
but
how my
Tracy,
fucking
that's
dumbass guys-
what this app was. I was like, fuck, no travel is one of the things. Every guy was like,
traveling.
It
So
was
okay, would you
weird.
say the best app is Hinge? Or
I think if your intention is to like find something
Date.
that's not just casual
okay, so
dating.
for Hinge, Jules is advocating for Hinge. She
Yeah,
is saying
yeah.
that it is the
Sponsor
dating
me.
website. Yeah, where's my check?
what about
what's the fuck website? Like, what's the go-to fuck website?
I mean, Tinder now probably. I don't use Tinder anymore. I used it way back in the day. That's definitely more of like internationals who come to visit and just kind of want to hook up.
Wait, hold on. So they're just coming.
It's like foreign people use Tinder. I think it's more of a global app. Bumble though is definitely like,
Dude,
it's
Tinder's
more casual
become
too.
foreign.
Wow, Tinder is international fucking.
Yeah, like it's just like panty pictures now. I feel I haven't been on it in a while, but just from what I gather, from what I like, the stories I've heard and seen. Yes.
Okay, is there a happy medium somewhere for people who like kind of want both and don't know until they like the guy?
I would say Bumble, but the thing with Bumble is, and my qualm with it, the girl has to reach out first. So you have 24 hours to reach out. The girl does, and it's supposed to be like women empowerment. But I think that conflicts with the whole like guys want to do the courting and they feel emasculated when it's not them.
So what happens if you swipe and you match, but then she doesn't reach out? What happens then?
You unmatch. It's gone.
No. Oh, what a waste. Well, guys don't check anything enough to even know if they've missed something. Guys don't
Well, it's
have
more
enough.
for the girl to check. It's a lot for us to maintain because we have to do the outreach or we lose them. So I'm like, shit, I have. Like, I'll do it at
so
night
much
before I
work.
go to
Okay,
bed.
so they're making you the housewife before you're even the housewife. Like you're doing all the work in the relationship.
Yeah, and you don't get to be a housewife at the end.
Wow, that's such a fail.
Now, you also gave me advice for a profile, which I think is super important, like making your own profile. Like you said, I thought this was the best. You said that you want to put in one of your like question and answers something that gives them like an opening topic to reach out to you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Explain that better.
So like, for example, it was like, I can look up my questions, but it's something that they can reach out about in return. So one of my things is, like, who are you looking for? And some people will go like, my soulmate, my best friend. And I was like, someone who will eat my damn olives that I accidentally ordered in my dishes. Because I hate olives.
Oh my God, my friend Sammy has profiles and she said she sends us profiles all the time of like the best ones she's seen. And it's like, if I wanted to, I don't know, disappoint two people at once, I would go to dinner with my parents or something like something so funny. Like she's like, it really grabs me when people have really funny.
Yes. I like humor, I think is great. And I think like
awesome.
the olives is good too because people can like reach out and start with like, hey,
I'll
hate
eat your
olives.
olives.
Yeah. Like whatever. And I hated when I was on the app when guys reached out and instead of using something from the profile, we're like, you've got beautiful eyes.
I mean, listen, I'll take the eye compliment too. I'm okay with that. But if I'm giving you, it's one thing
For
for
the opener, fuck that. No,
it should be like the reason I swiped was because of your eyes. Like I really was drawn to them.
Yeah,
like,
if
really
they're
thought
like,
they were
damn,
beautiful.
those eyes are like,
Yeah,
those
that's
eyes
a
with like
line.
the flame emoji. It's
Yeah,
like, do
you,
less, sir.
where did you Google that
Yes.
pickup line?
Yeah. So like mine was someone who will eat my olives when I forget to order them off the menu, and my simple pleasures, ordering half the menu at diners. And guys will be like, oh, what's your go-to at the menu? Or like, what's your go-to diner
So
in
those are the
Hoboken?
guys that you'll respond to as opposed to the guys that are like, hi.
Yeah.
or the guys that are like, like, I just feel like going for the beautiful thing first is so lazy because it's easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
girls love hearing
But
that.
I mean,
You
like,
know you're
gonna get a
beautiful.
response.
Not everyone's
hate
going to
it.
be
I want to talk about eating your olives.
I agree. But
Why
not
does
everyone.
this sound so sexual?
It sounds
It's very
fucking
aggressive.
crazy.
Let me eat your olives. Super dirty. But there are some people who have a hard time like doing that from the get-go. But even when guys say, hey, Julia, what's up? I can just be like, oh, nothing, and I'll think of something that will create a conversation, but some guys just can't do it. They'll just be like, hey. Or I'll ask them, hey, what's up on Bumble, and they're just like, nothing, you. And it's like, even if you're not drinking wine and like watching a game, just pretend so I have something to work with.
Yeah, I'd just be like drinking beer with the boys.
Yes.
Lie to me.
Yes.
Start the relationship outline.
Here's another meme I saw that made me laugh because I think you touched on this. And it's being single is all fun and games until you realize it's a never-ending cycle of getting to know someone. They eventually stop texting you, and then they watch your Instagram story every day until you die.
It's the story of my life.
Why? What is this? Where like you meet a guy, you talk to a guy, is ghosting still a thing? They ghost you?
It's hard to ghost now because everyone's so connected.
Okay, so what are
So let's
words that
like-
we're supposed to know as 30s?
So gaslighting and breadcrumb, I would say, are like.
Why
the
don't I
most-
know those? Why don't I know those words?
So breadcrumbing, I would say, is way more popular, and I think I'm guilty of this too.
is it leaving a trail?
It's just like reaching out here and there, giving a little bit to work with, just to leave like the door's still open, but I'm not looking for anything.
Okay, so you would be like to your friends, you'd be like, oh, he's breadcrumbing me.
So I'll throw another word at you, not to overwhelm. So
I feel
girls,
so fucking old.
girls,
I like need depends right now. Like that's what I feel.
I'll get you a notebook and start taking notes.
Drink, cheers,
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 cheers.
cheers
Shit,
to
mine's over
wine.
there.
Here. There you go.
Cheers. So girls will, I don't do this personally, but girls will do thirst traps on social
Oh
media.
no, I'm a big thirst trapper.
Okay.
Mhm,
All
yeah.
right.
Okay, so that still
So then
exists.
you
I'm not
know.
old.
Yeah,
Oh
good
yeah.
job.
Thank you.
So then guys will, and they'll do something on purpose to get a specific guy or guys in general to reach out to them, whether
Yep,
it's a selfie or something that like they post in their story that they've talked about before. So that's where breadcrumbing starts happening because they'll reach out.
I do that to my husband when I feel like I'm not getting enough attention. I post a really good picture that I know he's gonna like. Is that terrible?
Wait, so let me get this straight. So breadcrumbing, pretty much it's a way. This is what I'm really. If we're gonna be blunt here,
Yeah, I think we
it's a
should.
way that like it's probably a guy you fucked before, and if they want to keep you around and like fuck you like here and there, like they keep you around. Like they might text you, they might check your Insta story, comment, and then like you don't feel like they're not out of your life, so you sleep with them anyway. It might kind of like like they're always around.
They're always around, or
Okay.
like they leave the door open if they or you want to reach out to them.
Okay.
Again, to go
That's a
out.
good one. I like this. I feel like I'm
Breadcrumbing's
learning.
lit.
Breadcrumbing.
Oh no, is lit good?
No. I mean, it's fine, but it's not as like
I just
major
learned
of a
that.
word anymore.
Oh my god, I have to go to bed now. It's late.
So start editing that shit out of your shows.
All right.
Wow.
Lit's out, breadcrumbing's in. What was the other one? Gaslighting.
So gaslighting is more people who can be in like more toxic type of dating or relationships where people try to belittle what you're saying. Like, oh, you didn't really reach out to me for 3 days, so I just kind of wanted to see what's going on. It's like, well, you could have reached out to me too. Why is that on
Okay,
me?
why is it called gaslighting?
I don't know. That's just the word
Oh,
for
okay.
it. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like I'm so stupid.
It's
right now.
it's a psychological term, I
still-
think.
I've never
still
been so
Freudian
insecure
shit.
about
I'm
myself.
sitting here thinking about lit, so I'm not even following. Oh God. Okay. Why do guys, if they haven't responded to your text or they've kind of blown you off a little bit? That's definitely an old person thing, blowing someone off. But
No, it's not.
why do they watch your Insta stories? What the fuck is that about? And do you look to see who's watched them to see like if a guy you kind of like has seen them?
Yes. There was one point where I didn't give a shit who was looking at my story because I was over everyone. I was like, this is such freedom. Like I would post a story or I would go 3 days without posting one and not worry. But then, yeah, when you go on dates, there's still certain ones that you're hoping are looking or then it means like, oh, they're not interested in me if they're not looking. Or it could also mean this is why it's overwhelming. It could be the opposite that they care so much they don't
that
want to
they're
look and
trying
give
to let
that
you not
satisfaction.
know that they're. I've seen that.
Like
happen.
muting is my favorite thing on Instagram now because there's like cutting off someone on social media, Facebook, Instagram. It's kind of a fuck you nowadays.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Yeah,
you don't
it
care
is.
enough to
The
do that.
unfollow, which is why I don't follow my friends like hookups or boyfriends. They're like, oh my
Yes.
god, why don't you follow him? And I'm like, because until you marry him, I'm not fucking following him
Yeah.
because then I have to unfollow him.
There's apps now who tell you when people unfollow you.
I wish I want those apps so bad
Don't
about
do
who
it.
comes to your page. I can't. It won't register me because I have too many.
Oh, it's better for
Oh.
you. You make yourself fucking crazy.
No, like I like to know who like stalks me a little bit. I like to know. It's a good like even like
Spoiler alert,
friends.
it's me.
even like friends. Like I want to know like who's on my page all the time. I would love to know that, but
I don't know
mine
if there's
won't track
stuff.
it.
I don't think it's real. That stuff, like who looks the most, it ends up being who liked your pictures the most. That they tell
Oh,
you.
okay.
But
I don't need that.
you can see who's unfollowed you or who's blocked you versus who deleted their Instagram. Where was I going with this?
Jules,
We just feel so inaccurate.
Just
right
needs
now.
a moment.
the culture now, it's so like loosey goosey. Do you know what I
There's
mean?
no-
You sound like you're 95 and need a fucking
There's
drip.
no
But
algorithm
do you know what
to
I
it.
mean? Like, Tracy, if a guy was fucking on us back in the day, like it wasn't public for everyone to know. Like, I don't know. It's just it's got to be constantly on your mind. Like, what if you like somebody and you went on a good date? Okay, let's say you
Yep.
went on a good date. You did the whole like talking through text thing, and then like, what happens if you don't hear from them?
It depends how serious it was. There's some times where I've had a good date, they do the follow up afterwards, and then I don't hear from them.
But this is okay. So now it's social media. Like, and I'm sure you do it because it's what people do. But is it the smartest to when you just meet a guy, follow each other on
No, I hate
Instagram?
that.
Because now it's like this guy that either fucked you over that you liked. It's like imagine Tracy. Imagine if every guy that you maybe kissed one night at a bar, or I don't know, you talked to was in your life forever because of social media. Do you know what I mean? Like she
We
said,
can't go back in time
like
like
Jules
that.
said, you
We
can't.
can't be doing
Well,
things
said
like
you
that.
can't delete them. It's fucking weird. So like now forever, like now are you like I'm asking Jules in 10 years from now, are you gonna see some guy you hooked up in the bar like his wedding because your friends with, like that's
they got their dog with their
crazy.
girlfriend or fiance.
Ew.
And like, if you don't care about them, that's fine. Or you grow not to care about it. I am so jealous of like my mom back in the day when she dumped a guy. Like they had to pick up a phone and call if they wanted to hear from them again.
They had to call their
Otherwise-
parents' house line.
My mom dumped my dad every summer when he had a shore house because she didn't want to deal with that shit.
I
And
love
she
that
was
he had a
like-
shore house then.
yeah,
Like, I love that shore
and
house
learned from my
existed.
father. He was a DJ's guy, but she was like,
Wow.
I didn't have to see what he was up to. And I remember I ended something with someone over the summer, and I was like, I have to see everything they're doing, and I'm in a mile radius of
And
them.
you know that there's thirst traps all the time. They're like, oh, I gotta post this picture because there's 1,000 girls with me, and then I know she's looking at my pictures.
Yes.
That sucks. That part sucks.
But it's really funny when you know it's for you. Like, oh, this
Yeah.
is so that he's trying to bait me right now, and I'm not going to
Yes,
do it.
bait.
But the person who gets baited and knows they're getting baited but still wants the bait.
Yep.
That's the best.
Yeah.
one.
I wanna
It's like I
touch
know
on-
she posted that picture for me, but there's nothing I could do about it because she doesn't still want it. But that's what you get a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, new clips air every Thursday. So see you next Thursday.
Hosted on dimlywit.com.
Even though we are not your best examples,
We're the best you've got.
so cheers, bitches.
Cheers.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates. And if you like this clip, share it with a friend.